Hello dear students, welcome back to CKT MOOCs. As in our last lecture, we discussed the concept of interview, definition of the interview, uh, the types of various interviews, and now we are going to discuss the types of interviewers. As we all know, in the preparation of for the interview, our self-introduction and many other things, the subject knowledge matters a lot, communicational skills, soft skills, everything matters a lot. Similarly, the types of interviewers with whom you are going to interact in during the interview also matters a lot, and there are 8 types of interviewers. uh, the first one is the professional. Professional one is does not waste the time, and also does not waste the time of the candidate. He likes the logical answers, whereas the boaster who is simply likes to talk about himself and assumes the what do we say, the interviewee as a mere listener. The prosecutor likes to uh, judge, or I must say the prosecutor is simply representing himself or assumes himself as a lawyer or a judge, and the interviewee as the offending party, as if he might have done any crime. Whereas the daydreamer is a type of interviewer who assumes himself superior, as well as he overthinks during an interview, does not pay attention towards the interviewee, what he is saying, and ultimately judges or gives the decision hurriedly. The next type of interviewer is the harassed. It's slightly, what do we say, the tensed situation where you will see this person, the harassed interviewer, may insult the interviewee for a mere small mistake. Even the harassed interviewer does not pay attention during the interview and uh, gives the judgment on the basis of whatever he has listened uh, merely. The next type of interviewer is the programmer, who is just like the professional one, does not like to waste the time and who likes the logical answers. The next type of interviewer is the teacher. Here you will see the superior mentality, as if he knows all the things and even prefers to deliver a lecture if the candidate is unable to answer the concept or the question, sorry. And the last type of interviewer is the friend. Here you will see at the very beginning, from the very start, you will see uh, uh, the interviewer, the friend type of interviewer, will put the candidate at ease and also ask him to make himself comfortable for giving the answers. So these are the types of interviewers which will simply might be available in an interview, might be available in an interview, as well as the interviewee will have to interact with them. To deal with such kind of people, the answers are different. For the professional, you will have to be punctual and absolutely rational for your answers. For the boasters, you will have to make sure that you will not say a single word against his will or against his whims. The prosecutor, as just like a lawyer or judge, you will have to prove yourself in front of them, and make sure you will use your words very very carefully in front of the prosecutor. For the daydreamer, you will have to be very cautious that his attention, you will have to attract his attention. And the harassed one, again, just like the prosecutor, you will have to be very cautious about your words. And the programmer, as I said, he likes the logical answers. So no more sentimental, no more emotional uh, grudges or emotional things has to be discussed in front of these people. And for the teacher, kindly accept the mistake, kindly accept if you are unable to answer the question. So it will give them the sense to 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 appreciate your honesty, to appreciate your personality. The last one is the friend. As he himself has made you comfortable during the interview, it's now your duty to be friend with them, with a formality, obviously. The next point we are going to discuss is the types of questions asked in an interview. So again, there are 6 types of questions asked in an interview. The first one is open questions, which are open-ended, we could say, which that encourage the candidate to talk something more about a topic, which gives the complete freedom to the interviewee to speak, to say in depth about a concept, about something else which the interviewer wants to ask to the interviewee. Next one is the closed questions, which simply limits the scope of the answer and does not need any kind of uh, irrational elements in this particular thing, which predict the future performance. So whatever answer you will give for the closed questions, make sure it will be absolutely rational and pinpoint. The next one is the probing and clarifying questions. These questions assess the problem solving ability, problem solving skills of the candidate, where some sort of extra explanation, or I must say the an interviewee will be asked to say something more about a particular topic or a subject, so that the interviewee will get the clarification about it. The next one is reflective questions, which evaluate the uh, technical knowledge of the candidate, or I must say the interviewee, where the inner reflection, the thoughts will be what do you say, they reflected his answers through his answers. The next one is loaded questions. Through the loaded questions, the interviewer simply wants to check the response of the candidate to a sensitive situations, where he will be given a complete data and he will be asked uh, about his response to this particular situation. So sensitive and critical situations will be given and his response will be checked. That's called loaded questions, complete information. Next, that is a direct question. It's simply the combination of both open and closed questions, where the candidate will be uh, asked by taking his name, as if suppose, dear John, would you like to tell me more about this particular thing? So direct question by taking his name, attracting his attention during the interview. Direct questions. So these are the things related to the types of questions. Next, that is the crafting effective questions. For that, we need to think more about the job requirement match, job requirement alignment. Then we have the star method and avoid bias. So use for behavioral questions, that is called star method. Then we have the avoid bias, that use neutral language. So while what is preparing the questions in an interview, the interviewer usually goes through these 3 stages and encourage the candidates to simply ask questions and ensure you're aligned. One must be very, very careful while giving the answers. It should be balanced and neutral and up to the mark. The next one is the art of interviewing. It's related to uh, the candidate should practice a lot. Second, updates his knowledge regarding his subject as well as the things happening around him. And the third one is respect. Respect towards the interviewers, those who are taking your interview, as interviews are a skill that improves with practice and feedback. Stay The candidate has to be stay updated on best practices and legal considerations. The goal is to find out the best fit for both the individual and the organization. And as I said, uh, one must be very, very prepared for taking an interview as well as for delivering an interview. Thank you so much.